It's time for Guys Talk Knives.
Once again, my favorite part of the week.
It's good. It's good to get out of the office, isn't it?
Tyler comes in and he clips the shackle that has me attached to my desk and says, "Go talk, boy."
Doing the show, boss.
I watched that recently.
It
holds up.
Yep, it does.
Cool Hand Luke. If you,
yeah,
we should make a film recommendation every episode. We can't. This one, Cool Hand Luke, go watch it because we have too much crap to go through. And you told me not to talk about anything else. We walked in and Andy said, "You shut your mouth, boy." And
we do have a lot to get through.
We do. It's really cool stuff, though.
And I think we picked a perfect day for it because outside is crazy.
Kid you not, before I walked in, and obviously, because we're pre-recording this one, it's not the exact date, but the schools locally, one of the counties over, has already called schools and said, "Come get your kids. It's getting bad. Everybody's going to die on the road."
Yeah, which is never really that bad in Tennessee unless it's ice.
No, yeah.
But the thing is, there are some precautions that you can take in the wintertime, this time of year, that you can set your car up, have a kit inside of it that basically is your little measure of protection while you're on a trip. Maybe you have an accident, maybe something goes really wrong, you get stuck, all of that. And that's what we're talking about today. We've got 12 things that you need for your emergency car kit in the winter time.
Exactly.
Yeah, so let's dig
right into it.
Let's jump right into it. So number one on the list is
a flashlight or a light of some kind.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, there is no excuse in this day and age not to have a flashlight in your car.
Not to drag this out at all, but I wish I'd had one of these in my car because I went to put some coolant in the car and I dropped the cap right down inside the skid plate.
That sucks.
It just went,
of course, and you can hear it, and you go, "Oh no!"
Yeah, I knew it didn't hit concrete, and I was like, "Ah!"
And you hear people all the time. Well, I have a flashlight on my phone.
Right?
Yes, you do. Do you know what the biggest battery suck for your phone is besides Bluetooth and Wi-Fi?
Yeah,
having your flashlight on.
Right.
It just, you can watch it drain your battery.
So I grabbed this little Fenix, and
they do such good stuff.
The Fenix E25 Flashlight.
Yes.
It's just basically $37, right? But it's going to be good. It comes with the batteries. It has a lanyard to it, and the thing that I liked is it has several different power levels.
Yeah,
and like you can go way up with this thing, and it also has a burst. I'm not going to do that at the camera too much, but it has a burst to it.
That's very cool.
And a slow burst, and that can get people's attention when you're on the side of the road.
And the cool thing with this is it's aluminum construction. It's going to last forever on those AA batteries that are included with it. Mm-hmm. It's waterproof. It's impact resistant up to a meter, so you can drop this thing from 3 feet and you're fine.
Plus, it's nice and small. You can just stick it in your kit and forget it. Put it in the trunk with the rest of your stuff and forget it.
And you have and here's the thing: don't just go, "Oh, well, I have one. I have one in the glove box."
Mm-hmm.
Put one with your stuff in the trunk.
Yeah.
Just drop one in there. Again, this is a good quality flashlight.
You know what I would probably do too is put 2 extra AA batteries with that.
No kidding, right?
Yep. And then you've got a little more battery life if you need it till somebody gets to you. It's all good.
And we have a bunch of different Fenix flashlights online.
Sure.
So go look around, find the one you like. But this is one of my favorites as well.
So number one, a flashlight, a light of some kind. Yeah.
That's not your cell phone.
That's right.
You need a rescue knife or tool.
Right. And I picked 2 for this because I wanted to show you that you don't have to spend a ton of money to get a decent knife.
Yes, exactly.
It's just going to stay in your car. This Rough Rider rescue knife is just a thumb stud activated knife.
Yep.
It has the blunt tip to it. It has the serrations to it.
Mm-hmm.
It actually has a seatbelt cutter right there in the back.
Yes, indeed.
Pocket clip or whatever. Put this in your kit. This thing is $10.
And a glass breaker.
Yeah, glass breaker right on the end.
Yeah.
Put this in your glove box, or put this in your console. Put this in your glove box.
Put this with your kit in the back, in your trunk, wherever you want to have it.
I'd actually say with a rescue knife, let's put it somewhere where it's close at hand.
Yeah.
So to me, that goes in my charger. I would put it right in the middle console. So I can just, if I'm stuck, I can reach right in the console.
And it's right there.
It's right there.
Yeah.
And I can get to it. So that's $10.
It becomes part of your car's EDC.
Is this the greatest knife in the history of the world? No.
No, but it's $10.
It's going to do what it needs to do.
It does the job.
Now,
other end of the spectrum.
If you really want to go crazy, of course, this is a Linerlock as well.
Yeah.
So it's going to lock up pretty nicely. This is a Benchmade Triage.
Oh, I love that Triage series.
It's got the Axis lock to it. Again, it's got the blunt nose to it.
Yep.
This one's made for EMTs. It really, really is.
Yeah.
And it's that bright orange again. So we had the other one, which was red and yellow. This one is the bright orange.
And the idea is that they pop at that point. You can see them easily.
Yeah. It has, again, the glass breaker tip right here. And this one's pretty cool because its seatbelt cutter comes out with a...
which I really, really dig.
Yeah. So it's not interfering with the profile of your knife at all. It's right there. It doesn't lock up, but it is easy to get open.
Doesn't really need to.
No, it's got some nice jimping there. We can really get in on this thing and just pull through a seatbelt.
And that is a serious seatbelt cutter.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. I mean, you can see
strap cutter, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's there for your safety. Again, it is a Benchmade. So it's
175.
Yeah. 175 lifetime warranty, life sharp warranty on that thing. 175 on that rescue knife. So,
and again, any part of that Triage series, amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
So number 2, you need a rescue knife or you need a tool
of some kind. Keep that in your car. And that's not just winter. That's anytime.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of these things are going to be for year round.
I would say all of it. Maybe with the exception of the kitty litter.
There's some things that are here too that I think will not be there.
But the first aid kit, yes, keep one of those in your car all the time.
Yeah, I went out in the showroom and we have several.
We do,
and we have them online as well. This one is just it's a no name. It's a general purpose.
General purpose first aid. It's an olive drab plastic case on this. You've got bandages. You've got elastic bandages, an ice pack, tweezers, scissors, an empty pill bottle, first aid cream, triple antibiotic ointment, a 4x4 sterile sponge, iPad safety. You've got all kind of stuff in this kit. This is $18.
Yeah. So do you know what I do with these when I get them? And it's interesting because I have carried...
You do the same thing that I do. Go ahead.
Carried a first aid kit with me on trips every time I go on a trip.
Yeah.
I don't do a lot of camping, but I do carry a small first aid kit.
Sure.
But what I do is I get the good, not to drop a name, but a good Ziploc bag or a good Glad bag that double seals up.
Yep.
Right? And I put various pills in it that I think I might need in case of an emergency. So
aspirin, Tylenol, something anti-diarrheal,
Advil, yes, Imodium AD has saved my life on more than one occasion.
No kidding.
Yeah. So Benadryl is another great one. Benadryl in there, and then you just carry that all in here.
Yep.
Now, if you have an extra pill bottle like this one does, which I thought was actually kind of cool.
It's really neat, yeah.
So this one actually comes with an extra pill bottle, and you can go ahead and put your own stash in that, seal it up, and it's in your kit now.
Yeah.
Right? So those things are important. Put that in your trunk with everything else.
For
that first aid kit, it is what? So
this one has enough room if you've got something special that you need to keep in there for, some member of your family that travels with you a lot. You've got room in there to put that in there too. Yeah. So I that's a good kit.
Yeah, no, it's a good kit, and it only costs $18.
$18.
Yeah, you can't beat that. You can't go to Walmart and beat that.
No, heck no, you can't. No. Again, for what all's in there, come on.
Right. So put that with the rest of your kit. So far on the list, we've got a flashlight, we've got a rescue knife or tool, we got a first aid kit.
Bottled water.
Yeah, that's probably really, really important.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't think about that.
No, they don't.
Right. Put 4 or 5 bottles of water in your car.
Yeah.
Put them there.
Recently.
because you're going to get thirsty fast, and you cannot eat snow to drink.
Kid you not, around the holidays, we had friends who came in. They were headed back to Virginia, where my wife, West Virginia area, where my wife's from. They were stuck on the road for the better part of 8 hours,
right,
due to snow and nastiness.
Wow.
See, they were glad they had some extra water in their car.
And people don't think about that. Is sometimes you're not physically off the road stuck.
No, you're not like buried in a snowbank.
You are sitting in row after row after row of traffic while something terrible has happened up ahead.
Exactly.
Right. So this whole section is ice. So we can't move. Now we're sitting
you're not
here
going anywhere.
You're not going anywhere. So put 6-pack of this in your car.
Doesn't take up much room.
Not at all.
And water's something that I would recommend keep in your car all year.
Yeah, and based on where you keep your car in the wintertime, make sure you're bringing your water to the car, okay? Because you're going to end up with some nice ice blocks.
Yes, you are.
If you leave this in your car and you keep your car outside in the wintertime.
But you're getting out there, it's going to be bad. Keep that 6-pack of water next to the back door.
Yeah.
Pick it up, take it with you.
Yep.
Ready to roll.
Yep. Especially on a trip. If you're going on a trip.
No kidding.
Yep. Especially going somewhere where somebody can't spot you pretty easily if you roll off the road. So bottled water is on the list.
Always a good thing.
At number 4, at number 5.
A multi-tool.
Yes.
What See, this is one I think that people don't think about.
Exactly.
Wish I'd had one last night.
Which is so funny because the original multi-tool gets built by Tim Leatherman because of car trouble.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
But people nowadays don't think about it. They assume, oh, I've got a knife in the car, that's enough. This is a great tool and something you should have. This is wholly different.
Right. This is a Leatherman.
This is a
Rebar.
This is the Rebar, yeah.
Yeah.
Which, to be honest, is one of my favorite leather. I love the way it looks and the way it feels.
Yep. So if you got the needle nose pliers, you've got the clippers, you've got all your implements in the sides. This thing will come in handy if you have a mechanical difficulty.
I mean, you can strip wires, you can change a battery, you can change just about anything minimal that goes wrong with your car.
Right.
With this tool.
Right.
It is $60. It is going to last forever.
And if something goes wrong with it, I think it's warranted for like 20 years.
Exactly.
No questions
So
asked.
this is a great tool to keep in the car. Again, buy one, stick it in your kit in the back of the car, stick it in the front, stick it in that console. Forget about it.
Right.
It's there. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now, if you didn't want to go with the full-on Leatherman, there are lots of multi-tool options on the site. On smkw.com.
SOG makes a great one. Gerber makes a great one. They're all out there.
Yeah, they're all out there. Go have a look. You can get them bigger. You can get them smaller. My thought is if you're going to have one that is for your car, that you kind of make sure that it has kind of things that you want to need in that situation.
Sure.
Right? So the pliers, the clippers, the screwdrivers. And
again, you're looking for you're not looking for something you're going to remove a car engine with. You want something to do basic stuff with a Leatherman.
You're looking to repair your broken tube by screwing down.
Exactly.
Right.
Just good to have, and it replaces having to have a small toolkit in your car.
Right.
Because again, this will take care of anything that small toolkit's going to take care of.
Right. So that multi-tool, I mean, that's easily going to go in the pack inside that included nylon sheath.
I love the sheath on this one too.
Yeah.
The way it snaps together, just perfect.
It's just a really nice little tool.
Nice, small, out of the way.
Yep, absolutely.
Keep one in the car.
Number 6 on the list.
Road flares and reflective warning triangles.
Okay, so if your flashlight you're standing with your flashlight to get somebody's attention with the burst, the road flare or the reflective road signs, believe it or not, those are very important.
And you can get them cheap.
Yeah.
You can get those little triangle reflective road signs on Amazon for next to nothing.
Right.
They fold up out of the way. Again, put them in whatever bag you have the rest of this kit in the back of your trunk. They're really, really visible. As soon as a car headlight hits them, you can see them.
Well, the thing that I realized with them more than anything was I've been helped out by them.
Oh, yeah.
When it's been a little icy, been a little snowy, I'm coming down a hill or around a curve, and I see up ahead somebody has reflective signs sitting along that edge where they have just slid off the road and down the bank. I couldn't see them otherwise.
No, exactly.
And so I just know at that point, okay.
Otherwise, they are in oh God, I lost his name. They're in a misery situation.
Yeah.
And Kathy Bates can take him out of the car and take him to a cabin.
That's hilarious.
Tom Sheldon?
No, it was James Caan, yeah.
No, but the character he played.
Oh, I have no idea
Something
what his name
Sheldon.
was.
His last name.
Misery.
But anyway, yeah, Kathy Bates can dig you out if you don't have these. So make sure these, and again, not expensive road flares or the triangles. Those road flares last forever.
Yeah.
Keep those don't ever go. They don't ever go bad.
Yeah, I think it makes sense to keep those with your kit, kit, and all of that. That's the top 6. We're going to get into 6 more after the break. We want to remind you that we're brought to you by Smoky Mountain Knife Works, the world's largest knife store, with a great online store at smkw.com.
It is great.
It is great. It is fantastic. It's getting better by the day. We're doing a whole lot of things in 2019 just to make it better for you to have the best experience online. If you haven't been there are 22,000 products on there right this very minute, including many of the ones that we're showing you now. Make sure you're following us, sharing, and subscribing on everything, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, wherever. Just make sure you're doing that. But we're going to take a little break. That's Jason. I'm Andy, and this is Guys Talk Knives. We'll be right back. Knife addiction is real. At Smoky Mountain Knife Works, we believe that you deserve the very best treatment for that addiction. With nearly 40 years of experience with knife addiction treatment, Smoky Mountain Knife Works has the largest inpatient treatment center in the world. Our 108,000 square foot facility treats more than 1.5 million knife addicts every year. That's over 4,000 every single day. If you can't make it to our treatment facility, we can satisfy your knife addiction in the comfort of your own home. We mail upwards of 500,000 catalogs every month, and smkw.com, our online store, puts close to 15,000 products at your fingertips 24 hours a day. All of our inventory is on hand. We don't drop ship, so our massive warehouse and distribution center will ship your treatment right to your doorstep. Knife addiction is real. Choose a treatment facility with the right experience and ability to treat your addiction. Smoky Mountain Knife Works, smkw.com. If it cuts, we carry it. And we are back with more Guys Talk Knives. That's Jason, I'm Andy, and we are talking about freezing to death in your car today.
Yes. Your winter survival toolkit for your car.
12 big things that you need to put in an emergency kit for your car for the winter time.
Yes.
That's what we're in. We've been through 6, which were a flashlight, a rescue tool, a first aid kit, bottled water, and a multi-tool.
Yeah. And then flares.
And then flares.
Yeah. Or some kind of reflective.
Some kind of reflective something.
Yes.
Roadside things to warn other people that, hey, I'm here.
Yeah. Hey,
let people know.
My car's in this ditch.
Yeah, my car's way down that hill. Yeah. All of that. So at number 7.
We're fine. We're all fine here. How are you?
Number 7 is something that I take on every road trip, and you know this from traveling with me.
Yes.
Non-perishable.
Exactly.
High energy food that's going to last.
That's it. What'd you bring in?
Crackers. Peanut butter crackers.
If you ever in the Knife Works and you need to find something to eat, just go find Andy's office, and he always has a big, huge sack of these.
I'm going to tell you, John and I tried Ritz peanut butter crackers when we were in Portland for the first time, and I won't buy any other kind at this point.
Really?
Yeah, Ritz peanut butter crackers. Give them a go. They're all good.
I'm sure.
But what we're really talking about is anything that's going to last for a while and has high energy and can
long shelf life, lots of
protein bars.
Yeah.
Peanut butter crackers, jar of peanut butter.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Well, you can buy the little peanut butter on the go packs too that are just like a serving.
Sure.
That last forever. They got a full top. They're easy to open. Drop 2 or 3 of those in your kit.
Right. You don't need to last forever. You just need to be able to have energy to do what you need to do.
Exactly.
And that's really the key here. Make sure you're grabbing some sort of snacks. Sit in that case with the rest of your emergency kit all the time.
And again, we're not always talking about the fact that you're in a ditch. We're talking the fact that you're stuck on an interstate somewhere. You're 10 miles between exits.
Mm-hmm.
You're blocked in by cars because a tractor trailer is sideways up ahead because of the snow and ice. And you're sitting there in the cold. So you have water, you have energy. You can subsist for 8 hours without...
You can sneak off in the snow.
Exactly.
With the next item and
yes, you can
take care of your business.
Entrenching tool.
That's right. So number 8 on the list. No, I'm sorry.
No, we're one ahead. It's okay.
Fine, I know.
Blankets, gloves, and hats.
Yeah. So a lot of people don't think about this.
Nope.
Put an extra set of gloves, a couple extra hats into your car.
Yeah.
You never know when you're going to forget those, when you're not going to be in your pockets, when you're dressed up and you didn't really put your big gloves in and you've got a problem. I actually got these from my daughter's boyfriend for Christmas, and I actually really like them. We don't carry these, but I wanted to show you because I think something like this is important out there. The ability to handle everything and then
cover your fingers up.
And then the mitten part.
Yeah.
Really, if I'm really cold, I can cover it all down, but then I can use the multi-tool. I can do whatever I need by having my hand.
And there's also some theory to having this in your car in case the ones you're wearing get wet.
Sure. Having a backup of anything
is
great.
It is never a bad idea, and especially with gloves, hat. Keep a rolled up blanket, and we always have one in the car because of Laura's mom and grandmother travel with us sometimes. They get cold in the car,
right?
So we always keep one. We have a Columbia that fits down in its own little bag,
right?
That we keep in the back car all the
time. Blankets are
that.
important. Blankets can really save your life.
It's having those extra layers,
sure,
that keep you from getting too cold.
You need to think about what it is that you need to do to survive overnight in that car.
Sure,
that extra air layer of insulation, either on your hands, and especially your head. If you're like me, I'm bald. It just is what it is.
There.
That's why the hat is on my head all the time. It's because in the wintertime, I'm freezing to death. In the summertime, sweat just rolls off the top.
Otherwise, we got to powder his head.
You really do. More like just suction it. Like a dental suction.
That's awesome.
Right?
And horrible all at the same time.
So after you've got those things in your kit, number 9 on our list.
And again, this is one that I would put on the list all the time.
Yes.
A collapsible folding shovel.
Yeah. So,
some of you are thinking, this is over the top. You are wrong.
No, it's really not. And I actually, John and I were talking about this before we started the show. I go, man, that's smaller than I thought it was. However, I mean, this thing, if I've just got to dig a tire out.
Sure.
I mean, I can really get in and use this
Exactly.
thing. I'm going to put it right here so we can see. But, I mean, that's a decent shovel. This is the Gerber.
The Gorge.
The Gorge folding shovel from Gerber.
Take a second and look at the handle on this.
Oh, yeah.
It's big enough to use. It's not going to make your hand cramp up from being too small. It's got plenty of leverage on it. I completely dig this one because the camping, hiking side of me says that'd be great in a pack too.
And then just as a comparison,
it's super light.
Here's the flashlight we had from earlier. That's how small it's going to go in your kit.
It's super light. It's very durable. It's $20.
Yeah.
Glass-filled nylon handle. I like this. It's great. Push button slide mechanism. It's fantastic.
I think it's one thing that people don't think a lot about is having that shovel in there.
And it comes with its own little pouch to store it in.
Right.
So it, keep from bashing everything else up.
Yep.
But just a terrific piece to have in the car.
Right.
Yeah. Love that one.
Yes, sir.
That is such a good addition that a lot of people do not think about.
Right.
So next up, we don't sell this either.
No, we don't. But
this is such a good idea.
Bag of sand or a bag of kitty litter. Kitty litter. My dad used to put the kitty litter in the car, and I always never really thought about it. Why is there kitty litter in the car?
Sure.
He just bought the cheapest bag he could find.
Yep.
Put it in the back of the thing.
Exactly.
2 things really were happening for us because it was the day of that type of car. Rear. God, that was
hard to say. Yes.
Rear wheel drive.
Yeah.
And at one point we had a 66 Mustang.
Okay.
And if you know, those slide on a sunny day.
Exactly.
So take the 20-pound bag of kitty litter and drop it in the back. You got a little extra weight sitting on the top of the wheels. And if you get stuck and need to get out, it's nice traction.
Yeah. That weight isn't nearly as big of a deal nowadays with most cars being front wheel.
Right.
But the kitty litter, I'm telling you, you spread it, it will break up ice a little bit.
Right.
Depending on the temperature outside. And it gives you traction.
Right.
And again, it's cheap.
Right. So next on the list, beyond that, hand warmers. And we get some dual purpose out of hand warmers.
Yes, for sure.
Let's start with no.
Start with that one.
We're going to start with the old school hand
Gotcha.
warmer. Your hands, whether you wear gloves or not, they're going to get cold.
They are.
If you get them cold, getting them back to warm is hard.
And these are so neat.
So this is from Zippo. I'm not going to unpackage this.
Yeah.
This thing actually takes Zippo lighter fuel.
Yeah.
You fire it up.
Mm-hmm.
You put it in your hands. It gets you warm. It is
quick.
Old school.
Yeah.
It is old school. You do not need power to do this.
Nope.
You just need to refill this thing every once in a while. You need to check it. Make sure that it works. Refill it.
And then put it in your kit.
That's right.
Walk away.
Now, do I suggest you leave this inside your car in the summertime?
No.
Take it home.
Yes.
Take it out. Burn all the fuel out of it and let it sit.
And then when winter comes, though, refill that thing and have it sitting ready. Right. This is the Blaze Orange hand warmer. It is $16.
$16, and I don't know how long it will last. 4.8 hours.
Yeah. On one tank of fuel.
Yeah.
One fill.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Of fuel.
17.5 hours versus a competitor at 4.8 hours.
17 hours?
So you could have...
I hate to admit I didn't know that.
Right?
That's awesome.
That's awesome. So almost 18 hours of time, almost a full day.
So you're stuck overnight in the car and you're freezing. You're not going to be with this.
Right. Do not put this in your pants. Just hold it in your hands.
Don't try to take it to the TSA.
This is the old school method.
Yeah.
We've got 2 new school methods that I thought were really cool from Zippo as well.
This one. This is the 2-hour rechargeable hand warmer from Zippo. It's $22. Again, not that expensive. Lasts for 2 hours on one charge. It warms your hands at the press of a button. USB compatible.
The thing that I love about these 2 that we're showing right now is, let's say your phone, you didn't expect to run off the road. Your phone is dying. These things both come with a cord.
Yep.
That allow you
recharge your phone.
to recharge your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you have a battery bank like I do in my backpack all the time, you can use that to recharge this.
Yes. And so that's a hand warmer.
Yeah.
That's a 2-hour one.
That's a 2-hour one.
Then they got the Space Age.
Here's the Big Daddy.
The Big Daddy here. This is
the 6-hour. little bit more money. This is $36. But again, USB compatible. It will charge it's a power bank feature as well, so it will charge any of your devices.
Right.
It's USB, plug and play, ready to go. Again, 6 hours of warmth out of that? That's amazing.
These two, however, you cannot just throw in your kit and leave them.
No.
You need to be thinking ahead. If I'm going on that long trip, I want to charge this and have it ready.
I'm going to put this in my backpack.
Right.
This is going to go inside and out, because here's the thing, and you know this as a photographer.
Right.
Batteries outside in the cold. What do?
They go dead fast.
They go dead quick.
Yes.
So take these inside and out with you. You go back out to the car, keep them in the front of the car with you so that they stay warm. And then all of a sudden, I'm having difficulties. I need to cut the car off for a little while because I'm stuck in traffic. You can keep your hands nice and toasty with these. You've been outside having to use this to dig a tire out.
Yeah.
You can get your hand again. This thing,
$16. $16. I will take this and I will put it in the kit.
Exactly.
In the wintertime only.
Because you're fine.
Yes, I'm totally fine with that. I might get this one as well, and I might go over to Walmart and grab me a little USB cigarette hole charger, or lighter hole charger, and I just might plug this up every time I get in the car.
Yeah, just in case.
Yeah,
just in case.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to walk from the parking to the UT stadium for a game.
That's right.
You can stick that in your pocket, warm it up.
I like these. I think these are a great addition on Gerber's list.
Very cool.
I just really do. I think these are something that's neat and something that's useful.
And they don't break the bank. I mean, they're just like a Zippo lighter. Zippo lighters are amazing. And that price point for a Zippo with a lifetime warranty, you can't beat it. And these things, just incredibly affordable.
Speaking of, the final number 12.
Yep.
And this is just as an emergency thing.
Yeah.
A lighter and or matches.
Exactly.
Okay. So I brought just a standard Zippo chrome lighter. Remember, you have to fill this thing, but once you've got it full and you check on it every once in a while, you're going to have the ability, like I do, to have fire at hand
all the time
you want it.
Yeah.
Right? It's a last ditch effort.
Zippos have been around forever. There's a reason they work.
Yeah.
They always work. The big thing used to be the cent never spent to fix a Zippo.
Right.
And you can get the penny to put on your keychain.
Right.
Lifetime warranty. You break it, you send it to them, they fix it.
Right.
This one, no nonsense, no frills Zippo.
Right.
$13.
$13. Just for a standard brushed chrome Zippo.
Yeah.
Right. Made in the USA.
Yeah. Yeah. And you talk about something that is as versatile as it is very simplistic in its design.
Yes.
You have wadding to hold your fuel. You have a wick and a striker and a flint. You're done.
And then you have a noise that
they've patented. And you have something to do with your hands all the time. This would not be in my kit. This would be in my pocket.
Yeah. Yeah. So
put one in your kit too.
Right. The other thing that I added to that is we have some specialty matches that we sell. I couldn't find them online at this point. I think we're out at this moment.
I think we are.
We'll bring them back if we find them. We will put them in the links down there. But we do have this innovative for. I want to say this was 1800s at this point, late 1800s, early 1900s. It's a match safe from marbles, and this thing basically just unscrews. Hey, if I can see it through the microphone, it slips off one side. Hang on.
After you get used to it, they're really easy to use, but the first time, there you go.
So it does this.
Yep.
Once you get it in there's a gasket on the inside. And if I get my matches in there, if I get the high flammability matches, the strike anywhere matches in there, just twist this back up. And now it is sealed and basically waterproof.
And you can strike on the side.
Yeah. And that's the cool thing. You can strike on the side of that with the strike anywhere. These, I'm sure they sold a ton of these back in the day.
Oh yeah. Well, and again, I mean, I think I've got several of those around the house.
Yeah, I do too.
Just dropped in a bag here and there.
You can get this with several of the marbles kits that we carry.
This one by itself in the showroom is $7.
$7.
We'll get them back online though. We'll get them back in stock on there.
Yeah.
But that's again, great piece to have. Good to have in your car all the time. Good to have in your car all the time.
Right.
Just because.
Yes.
You don't know what's going to happen.
You just don't know what's going to happen. But I do see those in this kit, and why I kept them at number 12 is it's the last ditch effort.
Yes, it is.
I've been stuck for a while.
Sure.
I've got to build a real fire.
Yeah. I'm somewhere in the middle of,
Right.
dark Pennsylvania.
Right. I was coming down a mountain road and I slid off and I'm stuck.
Yeah, I'm 20 feet down.
Now I'm riding my
I'm
street
okay.
play.
Yeah, I'm okay, but I've got to keep warm for the night.
I'm not in clothes I can hike out. I can't talk at all.
It's
today.
okay.
I can't hike out in.
Sure.
I need to stay here and build a fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to me, last ditch effort. Let's that's all 12.
That's all 12. Yeah.
So let's recap the list just to make sure that we know what all is in it. And feel free.
So you've got a flashlight as number one, and again in your car all the time.
Yep.
A rescue knife and tool. A first aid kit
in your car all the time.
Yes.
Put it in your console. Leave it there.
First aid kit
in your car all the time, regardless winter or summer.
Bottled water
in your car all the time.
Make sure it doesn't freeze in the winter.
That's right.
You'll feel silly.
I've been licking a giant ice cube.
I'd say you could use your knife and cut it apart and then lick it
like
a big
use
lollipop.
My hand warmer underneath it to just sit it on and let it melt a little.
I think we have another Mark on a mission. Frozen bottle of water. He uses a hand warmer to decide how to defrost it.
Oh my goodness.
It'd be amazing.
3 hours of just sitting there watching a bottle of water.
Just to watch his facial expression would be amazing. So a multi-tool, again, in your car all the time.
Yes.
Buy a good one, put it in your car, forget that it's there.
Yep.
Don't take it out. Road flares.
Road flares, warning signs.
Yeah.
Easy to get in a car kit.
Something reflective. Some kind of non-perishable high-energy food.
And check that from time to time. So you can put things in there, but you don't need to forget it for 2 years because you're not going to be happy when you're peanut butter crackers.
I mean, you may still eat them.
Right.
Their shelf life's probably that far.
Yeah, probably.
But they're
going to be nasty.
Change them out.
Yep.
Just take them out, eat them, put something new in there.
Yep.
You have blankets, gloves, hats, those extra layers.
Yeah, not just things that you have on your person.
Yep.
Make sure that your kit has those too. You never know who's going to be in your car with you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. No, that's a perfect example.
Right.
If you have somebody else traveling with you who was not prepared.
I'm a cold-natured person anyway, so I bundle up. So I have my stuff. But we get in a car together. I'd like to have some stuff for you. You may not.
I may not.
Right. You are a warm-blooded.
It's very possible.
Warm-blooded American.
Came in this morning, I was just shedding layers. Some kind of collapsible folding shovel.
Yep.
Again, might be good to have in the car at all times.
Yep.
Bag of sand or kitty litter.
Mm-hmm.
Good for traction. A little bit of extra weight if you have a rear wheel drive car or a truck.
Yep.
Hand warmers. We've shown you 3 different kinds of hand warmers. There are others out there. You can get the ones you just pop and drop in gloves. I still think I like these better.
Yep.
And then of course a lighter or some kind of box of matches in the car for that last ditch. Okay.
I got to build a fire.
Stuff got real. And I've got to build a fire.
I am on the other side of the mountain.
Exactly. You're Liam Neeson taping the little tiny wine bottles to your hand, fighting wolves.
So the thing, jeez.
Yeah.
The thing that I would say about this, more than anything, just be prepared. The other thing that you can do to keep yourself safe on the road is make sure you tell somebody when you're taking a trip.
Yes.
So if I'm taking a trip from point A to point B, and I know it's a fairly long trip, I always tell somebody where I'm going. I usually tell them how I'm going.
What is your route?
I usually tell them an ETA of when I expect to get there.
Exactly.
So then when people know generally where I was going, how I was going, and when I was supposed to get there. So if there's 2 hour difference or 3 hours difference, they're like, something's up.
On trips I'm not with my wife, Google Hangouts has a great feature where you can click and send your location through Hangouts.
Yeah.
Traveling to see the doctor this week.
Right.
I got somewhere, stopped for a few minutes to do something, clicked my phone, and sent my wife my location. She knew exactly where I was.
Nice.
And then when I got there, I did the same thing. Nice. And she was like, okay, he's logged in. He's there.
Nice.
Yeah, great.
Nice.
It's just as easy as a text message.
She didn't even have to use the chip that she embedded in your...
Well, this is just a backup, really. Because if she checks that, I kind of start twitching.
That's right. And then do it with a heart surgery.
I know. We bought a really cheap one, so it shorts out.
Oh, that's hilarious. That is hilarious.
You get twitchy.
So the only other thing that I might add to this list is a paper map of the United States. Hey, let me tell you, when you run out of cell service,
you are correct,
screwed.
Sir.
If you are not in satellite service or cell service, you're screwed.
You're exactly right.
As old school as it may be, get you a good paper map,
especially if you are headed to someplace you haven't been before.
Exactly.
You go into a new state, Just stop at the first welcome center, and they're going to go, here's a map. It's free.
And then most people like my daughter's age would be like, okay, this is how you read a map.
I'm about to say, yeah. That's a whole different discussion.
It is. It is. Guys,
it's like using a compass.
So stay safe out there for the winter. Make sure you get your kit built. Make sure you get all these 12 things. We've got a lot of things you can look at on the site. We'll put the links in the description of this video for sure. We're brought to you again by Smoky Mountain Knife Works, smkw.com. Not just your home for knives, but for all this other cool stuff too. You want a nice Yeti cup to go in your...
we want to keep you safe.
Yeah, we want to keep you safe. We want to keep you warm.
We want to keep you buying knives.
Yeah.
They're all 2019.
Because we love you.
Yeah.
You are part of our army.
Exactly.
That's exactly right. That's Jason. I'm Andy. This has been another episode of Guys Talk Knives. We will catch you later.